Alright guys, more problem number 1. Okay, answer for that one is 3. Number 2. Okay, answer is 20. Number 3. Okay, answer should be 4. Go ahead and pick a lottery number and come on up. Okay, numbers for today are 3 and 6. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, go ahead and bring up your homework. Homework check will be up here. Okay. It's supposed to give you a check if you guys showed all the work.
I do that right, like that's what we're supposed to do.
That's right.
Got extra credit on that too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my extra credit's not on there.
That's alright, you guys will be bringing your extra credit up. Like homework problems. Okay. Anyone else for homework? Alright, go ahead and bring up 1 through... Oh, I left that going that whole entire time. Okay, answer to number 1 should be angle S. Number 2 should be angle A. And number 3 should be 34 degrees. Okay, number 4 is T. Number 5 is BC. And number 6 is AC. Okay, number 7 is ST. Number 8 is CA. Number 9 should be 16. And number 10 should be 6. Alright, any questions on the homework? Alright, go ahead and bring up your extra credit answers. Okay, extra credit number 1 was 60 degrees. Number 2 was AC. Number 3 was 30. Number 4 was 10. Okay, our objectives for today are going to be the properties of parallelograms and finding the volume of a cylinder. Our learning targets are to determine the length of sides and measures of the angles of parallelograms and to determine the height or volume of a cylinder. For example 1, who knows what a parallelogram is? What's the definition? That right there? It is a quadrilateral. What's a quadrilateral?
Has 4 equal sides.
4 sides. They don't have to be equal. 4 sides. A shape with 4 sides and 2 sets of parallel lines. So with the blue arrows, those lines are parallel, and the red arrows, those lines are parallel too. Okay, parallelograms. The opposite angles are congruent. That means angle A is going to be equal to angle C, and angle D is going to be equal to angle B. Opposite angles are just the angles that are on the opposite side of the figure. So if angle B or D is 52 degrees, what's that mean angle B is going to be?
52 degrees.
52 degrees. Okay, also in parallelograms, consecutive angles are supplementary. Who knows what supplementary means?
They make up 90 degrees.
Almost, that's complementary. Supplementary means they add up to be 180 degrees. Okay? That was very close though. Alright, so that means if angle D is 52 degrees, what is angle A?
Like 128.
We take 52, we add that to angle A. If angle A and angle D, these are consecutive angles because they're next to each other. When we add these, we're going to get 180 degrees because they're supplementary. So all we need to do is we need to take 180 and subtract 52. What does that give us?
128.
Alright, so angle A is 128 degrees. What's that mean angle C is?
128 degrees.
Right, they're both going to be 128 degrees. Okay, for example 2. opposite sides of a parallelogram are also constant. That means that opposite sides are going to be equal. So side AD will be equal to side BC, and side AB will be equal to CD. So if side BC is 18, what is the measure of side AD? 18. Okay, practice problem number 1. Go ahead, bring it up and drop it off. Answer to this one should be -6. Alright, go ahead, do bonus 2. Okay, answer to this one should be -7. Oh, that is a terrible looking 7. 7. There we go. Okay, solution for practice problem number 1. We want the measure of angle B. How are we going to find the measure of angle B? Right. These are supplementary angles because they're consecutive. So that means we need to take 180 minus 108. And what does that give us? 72. That should be your answer. If you had. Alright, practice problem number 2. Alright, answer for this one should be -24. Answer should be -20. Alright, solution for practice problem number 2. What is the length? That should say BC. The length of BC, if we know the length of AD, opposite sides of a parallelogram are what? The same. They're congruent. That means BC is going to be 11. Okay, extra credit problem number 1. Example problem number 3. Parallelograms. Their diagonals bisect each other. What does bisect mean?
Cut in half.
Right. So our diagonal from A to C is going to cut DB in half. That means if A to the center, we'll just call that E. If from A to E, this is 22, what's the length of AC?
44.
44, that's right. 22 will be half of that, so AC is going to be 44. Okay? Alright, example 4. If D to the center, which we'll just call it E again, if DE is 16, what's the value of X?
32. 16.
It'll be 16, that's right. DB will be 32. But from E into B, that'll just be 16. Both sides will be equal. So DE is 16, and then EB will be 16. Okay, practice problem number 3. Okay, answer should be 4. Okay, HF is equal to 30. That means this whole line is 30. We want to find what HC is. If HF is 30, what is HC? 15. Practice problem number 4. Alright, bonus number 7. Alright. Oh, come on. Answer is -9. Bonus number 8. Alright, answer should be -26. Solution for the practice problem. If AE, which is the distance from A to the center, is 12, what is the length of EC? So what's the length of this whole entire thing? If 12 is half of AC, then that means that EC is going to be 12, so the whole thing, or no, that's right, yeah, EC will be 12 also.
I do believe this 24 was up.
Okay, example 5. Alright, we want to find the volume of a cylinder. The formula for the volume of a cylinder is pi times r squared times h. Everyone know what pi is?
3.14.
3.14, that's right. And there should be a button for it on your calculator too. Okay, so if h is equal to 4 and r is equal to 2, we want to find the volume. All we need to do is plug in our numbers. So we have pi times our r, which is 2. We square that times 4 for our height. So the volume is equal to pi times 4 times 4. So 16 times pi. Somebody want to do that? 15.3 50.34? 24. Okay, so this is going to be our volume. That would be units cubed. Don't have enough room. We'll do it right now. Okay, and this one we have our volume. What we want to find is our height. So if volume is equal to pi r squared times our height, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the numbers, just like we've been doing. 141.37 is equal to pi times our r squared times our height. That's going to be pi times 9 times h. So what we need to do to get our h by itself, remember if we're multiplying by pi and 9 on the right side. Okay, remember if we're multiplying pi times 9, we want our h by itself because that's what we're looking for. So we're going to divide both sides by pi times 9. So 141.37 divided by pi times 9, what's that going to give us? Okay, it should be just about 5, right? If we're rounding our numbers to the nearest hundredths place, then h will be 5 units cubed. I'm just going to lay these out, and if you guys just count out how many you have and then pick up however many you have.